until it shows that we're live. Mhm.
Come on. I'm live, right, guys? Please, someone. Yeah, we are live.
Great.
Beautiful. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are, beautiful souls in the world. I'm happy and excited because this is another special episode of the Truth Runners Talk Show, where I have another special guest with me. Let me welcome you, Nida Syed.
Yeah.
Nida Syed, oh my god! So welcome to the Truth Runners Talk Show.
Thank you. I'm super, super excited to be here because, yeah, we're about to launch a book. So, that's so exciting. And I've got so much to share, so much to say, but over to you, Christina.
Thank you. Well, Nida, she's not new to the show. She's been my guest, I think, a couple of times. And I absolutely would love to have her back. But you guys, if you are watching for the first time the True Standards Talk Show, or you are tuning in just for the first time, please allow me to introduce her. Also, I would love to invite you to share your love and comment because we love that. We love the loves, right?
Mhm.
So please feel free to
Definitely.
do that. Yeah, we do that. So I would love to introduce Nida first, and then we're gonna deep dive into the conversation, and we're gonna talk about the upcoming book. So Nida, she's the founder of Luminous Transformational Practice and LTC Academy, based in Manchester. She's a mental health therapist, CAM transformational coaching specialist, supervisor, and trainer, with years of experience supporting women globally. Her work focuses on helping women heal trauma, PTSD, and emotional wounds so they can reconnect with their authentic selves and step into lives of confidence and inner peace. Blending psychology with holistic healing modalities such as EFT, NLP, clinical hypnotherapy, EMDR, and the Silva Method, which is wonderful, Nida offers a deeply integrative approach that supports emotional release, nervous system regulation, and sustainable transformation. So she's not new, she knows what she's doing, and I'm really happy and I'm really grateful that you are again in my show. And I'm actually really grateful to you for saying yes to be one of the co-authors, contributing authors to the upcoming anthology, Woman Rising, The Power of Becoming. So thank you again for joining me today.
Yes. And thank you very much for giving me the opportunity.
No, always, always. Now, before we really start, we dive deep into the conversation. I would first really love to ask you, how are you really feeling today?
I'm feeling good. I feel like emotions are regulated, nervous system is calm. So I think I feel great. I feel blessed. Yeah.
Thank you, and that's wonderful because, from my understanding, and I know you right, you are working also on nervous system regulation. I'm doing the same thing. We are working on self-love, and
Yeah.
healing wounds and trauma. So when the nervous system is regulated, feel safe, feel calm. We read it, and I told you before we started the live that, oh my God, you look amazing, as you did, and that shows, and that's the beauty of it when we have a regulated nervous system. Okay,
Mhm.
but let's take it just step by step, okay?
Yeah.
When you look back to your life, okay,
Okay.
um, usually people ask, when was the moment when changed everything for you? I would love to say, what were those periods, seasons? Because it's not just the moment,
Mhm.
but what was that main thing that said, okay, from here my life is going to completely change?
I've been through a lot, okay? A lot. Lots of ups and downs, and then again ups and downs. So I would say, again, I call myself God's favorite, and that's because I know He puts me through things that actually is so unexpected, and it's not a normal person would go through that. He puts me through challenges, and then I believe that that challenge is going to kill me, and that's it. I wouldn't make it, and then there I am standing up again. So there have been plenty of moments, Christina, plenty of moments. To be honest, when you reached out to me to collaborate for the book, I was going through something. I was going through a very, very heavy period. Like it was a moment that I thought it's done. I wouldn't make it. But,
I know.
the opportunity, when you came with the opportunity, and what I have written is actually written through pain. It's channeled, it's pain. And while I was writing it, I was able to also regulate my emotions, my nervous system. I think it's not specific moments that change you. It's when you're connected with yourself, your authentic self, and you know that you have only God. It's you and God, and that's it. And you have to stand up. You have to be strong. I feel no matter what it is, you might be hurt, but you will be able to bounce back stronger.
I so agree. You know, when they say you agree, disagree, da da da. Well, I
Mhm.
100% strongly agree with what you are saying. And I also can relate, Nina, because same, I live in a different country. I'm an immigrant, starting all over again. It comes with ups and downs. It comes with ups and downs. And it's really up to us to stand up and to rise again.
Mhm.
And I know exactly what you're talking about when you say, oh my God, I'm lost, so what's going to happen now? And then an opportunity, someone's just coming and say, okay, that's it, I'm going to do this. And then you get excited again, and then
Yeah.
you put yourself together and you rise again. And that's the beauty of it, because I believe that every time when we stand up, every time when we rise, we have more wisdom, we have more
Yeah.
knowledge. And I've read your chapter and it's beautiful. And I said that not only your chapter, but your coaching, whatever you do, it's coming not from books. That's beautiful. I
Mhm.
love that. But it comes from lived experience. And that makes
Yeah.
the whole difference.
Yeah.
That's
And I think, Christina, it's also the part of where you understand that when you're in a specific position, you can't surrender. You have to be
you
strong,
have to. Yeah.
because you're not just your voice. You're the voice of each and every girl and woman out there that is looking up at you, that respects you.
It's true.
Yeah.
That's so true. I thought at the beginning that this is a pressure.
Hmm.
I felt that, okay, Christina, you showed up in a way, you are in such a way, right? And then it felt like a pressure, but then at one moment I realized, no, it's not. It's a privilege.
Hmm.
It's a
Yeah.
privilege because you, me, and all the beautiful ladies in the anthology, and all the women I know actually, it's a privilege. We can be the voice for voiceless. We can show them through writing, through podcasts, through singing, through art, through our coaching, that there is another way.
Hmm. Yeah.
And with this being said, I would love to ask you, because we grew up with many, many conditioning. Some of the beliefs, or many actually, of the beliefs what we had, they were not even ours. What was the main belief, what you really had to left behind or get rid of, or let's put it that way, in order for you to be who you are today? So what inner belief you had that you had to release in order
Hmm.
to become who you are today? I had a few, I'm telling you that now.
Yeah. So while you're asking me the question, the first one that comes up to my mind is, you're a girl, so
Yes.
keep quiet. Adjust, adapt, keep quiet. That's one thing. But also, girls don't
Cry.
speak up.
Just speak up. Yeah.
Girls can't be leaders. Girls, they have to, they can have all the education and the qualifications, and but still they have to stay at home and, do the home stuff. And that's it. You can't be having ambition. That's the mentality that was there when I was very young. But I have to say, my parents are very open minded. And they were, the moment they saw that I was ambitious, rebel,
Rebel, yeah,
hardworking,
exactly. That's a good word.
hardworking, they were like, okay, we need to adapt, adjust, but also guide her so that she does things with boundaries, with respect, so but that was the one belief that I had to break. Yeah.
I so understand what you are saying with being ambitious, and the first thing what came in my mind, and you just said it, you were labeled as a rebel. Oh,
Yeah.
she's a rebel. She's,
Oh,
oh,
Christina, still till this day. I mean,
I know.
I honestly, I'm 35 and I'm still called rebel. I'm bold. I am, I'm more a working woman material. I'm not a marriage material. I'm not this, I'm not that. Like all
Yeah,
those labels are still there, but it's has nothing to do with me.
that's
It's
true.
more their perception. And I think that's what women need to understand. At the end of the day, you're not what people see, but you're actually who you are. And you're only able to see that if you're authentically yourself. And to be authentic, this is something that I really want ladies to understand. To be authentic, break free from duality, because duality is everywhere. Christina, the last 2 years, I have witnessed duality in religions. I have seen duality schools, universities, business,
Everywhere.
business fields,
I know.
politics. Duality is just, it will either turn you into a sheep and
Yeah,
you will be just a slave.
true.
But if you really want to be authentic, then you have to just stand up and work on yourself and go in a different direction. Yeah.
I again strongly agree with what you are
Mhm.
saying about duality, about everything. Thing is, being authentic also comes with certain challenges, okay? But what happens is the relationship with yourself first needs to change and it's gonna change. You have to be willing to leave people behind. You have to be willing and accept to be called different. And
Yep.
unfortunately, we are still living in a society where people label. You have
Yep.
to be willing and courageous enough to accept that you will be labeled in a certain way when you go in a different direction than the crowd. But, but here's the thing, and being different, I always say, being different is good.
Yeah.
Be different because those who are different, those who make things differently, are the ones who actually gonna change the world, gonna shift the mentality, and gonna shift everything. Okay,
Yeah.
so in this journey of yours, okay,
Mhm.
how your relationship with yourself changed, because in just one sentence for me, I had to get rid of many beliefs, right? People pleasing, especially the people pleasing tendency and the thing that I'm still not good enough, I'm a rebel. And in order for me to be who I am today, right, I had to first change my relationship with myself. How did that happen, and what happened to you and with you in this process?
Again, a lot happened, a lot trauma related stuff, lots of therapy. I've had lots of therapy sessions as well. Um, at some point, I just knew that I want to be what I want to be. No, because again, Christina, no one can actually understand you, or be in your shoes, even when you're going through pain. Even for me as a therapist, when I have a client, as an empath, I feel the pain, but I will never exactly know what that person is going through. That's impossible. You just know it by yourself. And another thing, it's either you stand up for yourself and make decisions for yourself, or someone else will make decisions for you. And I am a strong believer. I'm a strong
True.
believer of standing up for my decisions and giving my 100%. I'm not responsible what other people say, do, and how they evolve around me, but I am responsible to what I am saying yes to. And that's why I was, at some point I decided I have to speak up. I have to be my own voice. I can't think like my siblings are going to do that, my parents will do that. No, because they don't know what I'm thinking. They don't know what I'm feeling. They do have their own perception, and I was like, there is nothing wrong in saying what I want. I need to understand myself and I have to say what I want. And it's up to them how they deal with it.
It's
Yeah.
true. It's true. I love that. Just stand up and define yourself, or you will be defined wrongly by others. So,
Yeah.
I really, really, I agree with that. Okay. Also, you know, both of us and each and one of us, in the group and everyone, we serve others. You
Mhm.
coach, you work with people. When did you realize, okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna share my story and I'm gonna start serving others. What made you do that? Because we could have choose something to do something completely different. Yet we are choosing the hard way. It's not an easy path though.
I know what it feels like when you're left alone in dark and there is no one to help you, guide you, support you. There is just God, and you're there, and there is this cry, and it's like, please, please, some help. And it's very easy to say that when you're broken, when you're shattered, connect with God. But when someone is going through that phase, trust me, it's impossible to even connect with God because you're in so much pain. Your nervous system is all over the place. Your emotions are all over the place. And you're like, not even one soul is here to just hold my hand and say, it's going to be okay. And there are a couple of moments in my life, again, that I went through this and I just realized no soul deserves to go through this. Even though pain changes our lives, pain transforms us, pain is important. Because of darkness, you're able to see your own light. All those things, Christina, are very nicely said, and we know it's important. But when you're in that phase, and I know everybody would be able to connect and understand what I'm talking about, in that moment, you need at least one person. One person. The world is, there are billions of people. And when you're surrounded with pain, grief, betrayal, heartbreak, you're shattered, it's you, your cry, and there is nothing, and you're nervous and you're shaking, and there is no one, that state is very painful. And I've been through it. And that was the moment that I said, "Huh, no one deserves this. Men, women, no one. I cannot help everyone. I can't be there for everyone. But to be honest, I want to be the light to people who go through this because people go through this."
They do, and I so much can relate to what you are saying. And yes, actually, that's the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. I said no, no, no one should be alone. No one has to be alone. That's not okay. So I actually know what you just described. I felt that, been there, done that. Um, I'm not gonna say that everything is always shiny. No, even now there are ups and downs. But through the lessons what we learned, through the awareness what we have, I think we are able now to rise faster, stand up faster, right?
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean that it's not there. That's gonna happen. It's just part of life. That's how it's designed, I think. But really, it's just your self awareness, your wisdom. Okay, so.
Yes.
So I would love to ask, you said that, you know, it was a moment in your life when I reached out to you, right? And I think actually you answered my next question then when I would love to ask you, what could you really to say yes when, you know, I said, okay, I would love
Yeah.
to invite Nida to be part of it.
Hmm.
And you said yes, and I was so happy. What made you say yes?
Yeah. Sometimes we cannot openly talk about the pain we are going through. Not because we are not brave, not because we are not strong, but again, we have to consider the people that love us and see us as an inspiration. We cannot trauma dump them. We cannot put them through, when they see you as an example and you talk about what you have been through, you cannot shake their self esteem. So when you reached out and I was going through it, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to write indirectly, briefly, write. Um, and the lesson that I'm learning, it's something that I have to teach those that I'm inspiring as well. Yeah.
And that's the moment when I would love to ask you if you feel inclined to share not the whole chapter, but
Yeah.
briefly what's all about, because guys, just okay, I almost forgot, this is very important. Our book is going to be released on the 20th of January, so stay tuned because it's gonna be powerful and inspirational. Nida's chapter again is wow. If you read that, I'm telling you, I think many of the readers will be able to, and will relate to your chapter. So briefly, what's your chapter about?
So there was a period in my life that I wanted to have a daughter. And I was like, and when you're growing up and you have and life hasn't smacked you yet. So, you haven't had the lessons yet. So you're like, okay, I'm going to have a daughter and I will teach you this and I will do this and I will do that, all the jolly stuff, the fun stuff. But when I was going through the pain and you reached out to me, I was like, and I immediately thought of that memory. And I was like, what if I had her now? What would I tell her? What would I teach her? And how much would I tell her? And how much is it okay to not to traumatize her, not to make her be scared of the world, but be strong?
Strong.
How to be inspiring, loving, but also at the same time warning her about the darkness that exists, about the pain that exists, about the moments that you think you're strong, you're independent, you have it all sorted out, but you forget that demons come in different levels.
Oh yeah.
You forget that every time you proceed further, there is going to be a next level battle. So that's what my chapter is about. That's what I have written with having that in mind. And I'm sure that many of you will be able to connect with it.
Oh, I'm sure. It's a letter to your daughter, and again, very relatable. I absolutely loved your chapter. When I was reading, I was like, oh my god, this is so good. No, it was amazing.
Thank you.
So I would love to ask you now, if a woman is listening now or maybe in the replay live, and she's in the middle of her own becoming, of her own journey, of her, I don't really know where I am yet, or, what would you want her to know right now?
Give your 100% to whatever you're doing, whether it's career, work, relationship, whatever it is. Have faith in God and give your 100%. You cannot control anything. The outcome of your success, the outcome of your input, you can't control it. The outcome of relationships, you can't control it. All you have in your power is you be you authentically and give your 100%. Yeah.
I agree with that, but you know that sometimes being our authentic self, it comes with breaking the rules. So don't be afraid, really, don't be afraid to break the rules.
Mhm.
And I'm talking about the rules of conditioning, and there are a lot of things that we could talk about right now. I think we could go on for quite a long time here. But yes, I agree with you, Nida. Be the authentic you and give your 100%, but also have the courage to walk this path for a while alone.
Yeah.
You, me, and each and one of us who is on this, you have to be okay with not being okay for a while. You have to be okay with the fact, and I'm sorry, I can't sugarcoat this. I really can't anymore. I said, okay, I'm gonna make it nice. You're gonna go on this journey. You're gonna be your beautiful self, and it's all gonna be bubble. No, it's not. It's gonna be pain. It's gonna be a lot of crying, a lot of crying. It's gonna be a lot of loneliness. You will feel very lonely, but you know what? It's worth it, because you will shed everything that does not belong to you. You will put down baggages that are not yours to carry, and you will be able and brave enough to be, as you said, your authentic self, to be who you are, not what others think that you could be. Okay, not what others imagine for you or want for you, but what you want for yourself. And that's the beauty of this whole becoming. Okay.
And there is something that I would like to add. Just keep in mind, while being authentic, it's not being selfish. Once you're authentic, only then you're able to have healthy relationships. And only then you're going to be able to have a healthy, peaceful life. Yeah.
That's true. I agree with that too. I would love to ask you also,
Yeah.
what truth, one, because there are many, what truth you wish you had known sooner?
Listen to your intuition.
That's a big one.
I, the intuition, ladies, that's your, that's the superpower you're born with. Don't underestimate it. Listen to it. No matter what people say, no matter what, who says what, intuition is the key. Um, Even before trusting anything, anyone, even before signing any project, listen to your intuition. It's just 4 seconds, just 4 seconds that the intuition says yes or no. Once you have a hold of it and you start using your intuition, because your intuition is how God communicates with you. That's how God directs you and redirects you. So your intuition is also how God protects you. So listen to it. Listen to it. Because otherwise it's going to cost you.
That's true. That's a very wise advice. So, guys, if you are listening now or in the replay, really just listen to your intuition. And as you said, it's only a few seconds. It's there, but and it's coming here. You feel it here in your gut. It's just like this. And if you don't take that advice coming from your intuition, then your ego is gonna kick in, bang, like that, and then everything is going. We start overthinking, and then that's where it's gonna start complicated.
Hmm. Yeah.
So I would love to ask you also, what's the in your journey of becoming, what's next for you, as or what becoming means to you now, and what's next?
Ooh, becoming
Ooh,
for me. Yeah, I'm like,
I
woo.
know, I know, I know.
Okay. So, yeah, everything that has been happening for the last couple of years and everything that I have been through in the past, if there is one thing that I have learned, that is, and I didn't even know, Christina, that I had this ability, okay? This strong ability of being authentic. I
You have it.
I was being authentic, but when you're practicing something and then you become authentic and then you completely forget about it. And when I was looking at duality and when I was looking at how people just surrender and become actually slaves to their own mentality or to their own community, etc., I just realized that, gosh, I am so blessed to have the courage to be my authentic self no matter what. So, with this authentic personality that I have, I am about to launch my LTC practice, which is going to be soon. That's something that I have on my mind. And this year, I will be working actually more behind the scenes because I want to put out more tools that people can use to regulate their own emotions, regulate their nervous system, and process pain in a very gentle way. So there are lots of projects that I'm working on. I will be doing here and there some podcast collaborations, but again, as I said, behind the scenes, I'm going to be mainly focusing on what is it that people need.
That's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that. I appreciate your honesty. I really do. And again, I really truly love your chapter. So guys, again, the book is going to be released on the 20th of January. So stay tuned. We're gonna have a couple of more podcasts. All the authors are amazing. As you can see, Nida, she is absolutely phenomenal. Um, Again, if you resonate with Nida, you can reach out to her personally, okay? Where people can reach out to you, Nida, if they want to connect with you.
Yes, so they can reach out to me through Instagram, ltc.therapist.
Oh, and your Instagram is wonderful, actually. Yes, so we're going to put that in the comments as well, okay?
Yeah.
Thank you very much for being here with me today. Thank you very much, you beautiful guys, beautiful souls, for watching, giving us the likes and loves. We love that. All right. Until next time, I'm sending you lots of love and light, and take good care of yourself.
Thank you.
Bye for
Take
now.
care. Bye bye.